was a young woman named Ava. Ava was a brilliant scientist, but she was also something of a recluse. She spent most of her days in her laboratory, tinkering away on her latest invention. Ava's latest invention was a machine that could transport people through time. It was a complex device, but Ava was confident that she had cracked the code. She had poured all of her energy and resources into building the machine, and she was sure that it would change the course of history. Finally, after months of work, the machine was complete. Ava was nervous but excited as she climbed into the contraption and activated it. A bright flash of light enveloped her, and when it faded, she found herself standing in a bustling city street. The buildings around her were tall and gleaming, and the people rushing past her were dressed in strange, futuristic clothes. Ava realized with a jolt that she had succeeded. She had traveled through time. She quickly set about exploring this new world, taking in all of the incredible sights and sounds around her. She discovered that she had arrived in the year 2050, and that the world had undergone a massive transformation. Gone were the cars and buses of the past. Now people traveled through the city in sleek, self-driving vehicles that zipped silently through the streets. The buildings were covered in shimmering glass and metal, and holographic displays glowed from every corner. Ava was amazed by all of it, but she couldn't help feeling a little homesick for her own time. As she wandered the streets, Ava noticed a group of people huddled around a large, glowing screen. Curious, she approached them and saw that they were watching a news broadcast. The anchor was reporting on a new breakthrough in medical science, a cure for cancer. Ava's heart leapt at the news. In her time, cancer was still a deadly disease, with no cure in sight. She felt a twinge of jealousy, but also a sense of hope. If the world could make such incredible progress in just a few short decades, what else was possible? Over the next few weeks, Ava immersed herself in this new world. She talked to people, read books, and explored every corner of the city. She discovered that many of the world's problems had been solved. Hunger, poverty, and disease were all but eradicated. People lived in harmony with each other and with the environment, using technology to create a better, more sustainable world. But as Ava delved deeper, she also discovered a darker side to this utopia. There were those who felt left behind by progress, who resented the new world order and longed for the past. They were a small but vocal minority, and they often clashed with the government and the people who supported progress. Ava found herself torn between these two worlds, the bright future that held so much promise, and the past that she knew and loved. She began to wonder if progress always came at a cost, if there was a way to have a better future without sacrificing the things that made the past special. One day, as Ava was wandering through a park, she met a young man named Max. Max was a historian, and he shared Ava's love of the past. They quickly became friends, bonding over their shared curiosity and sense of adventure. As they explored the city together, Ava and Max began to dream up a new kind of future, one that took the best of both worlds and blended them together. They imagined a world where people lived in harmony with nature, where technology was used to enhance human connection rather than replace it. As their ideas began to take shape, Ava realized that she had